Hello children, welcome back to computer class. Today we are starting chapter number 5, that is HTML basics. This chapter is the newest to all of you, okay, but this chapter is very interesting. So some of the concepts we will learn in today's class and the remaining concepts we will see in next class. Fine. So this chapter is very interesting. You will learn much new things from this chapter. So let us start quickly. Topics that we will be covering in today's class are a basic introduction about HTML. Then we will learn what is a website and what is HTML. Okay, the main concepts of HTML, why it is used, where it is used, what is the purpose of using the HTML. HTML is nothing but a web designing language. Okay, a website designing language. So you will be learning very interesting things in this chapter. Let us start. Now, before moving ahead, before starting the main chapter, one thing you need to understand, that is computers that have access to the internet are connected to the main computer called the server. In our school, in computer lab, you have seen that few of the PCs are connected to internet, okay, and these few PCs are accessed by a main computer, okay. There's one computer who can handle all of the remaining PCs that is available inside the lab, and that main computer is called as the server, okay. The main computer can handle all of the remaining computers, okay, and that is called as the server. Computers that have access to the internet are connected to a main computer called the server. Now the next thing that we will be seeing is what is a website. A collection of web pages containing text, graphics, sound and video content is called the website, okay. Now, suppose for example, our school name is KKPS. Okay. Now, if you go to school website, again there is one website of school, and that is website is nothing but a collection of various web pages. It contains text, it contains graphics, it contains sound, it contains videos, okay, and all this collection together is called as website. In a website, there are many pages and folders, just as many pages and chapters within a single book. Okay, understood? Now, one book is there. Inside that book, there are various chapters. There are many pages. Similarly, in a website also, there are many pages. There are many folders. Okay. Now, a website is composed of three main sections: the home page, the main section, and the subsection. We will be seeing all these three in details, okay, while we will be uncovering this chapter slowly. Fine. There are three main sections in a website: the home page, the main section and the subsection, okay. Now, home page is the first page of the website. When you go to any website, the first web page that you see on your screen is nothing but the home page. Now, the main sections say about the headings for particular areas of the website, while the subsection contains most of the related content. Okay, main section contains some of the bulletins, headings of the main part of the website, and then subsection contains the related content of the website. Now, the different pages comprising a website are called as the web pages. Now, so when you want to develop any website, you must be clear about its goals and functions. What website should provide, what will be the goals after creating the website, all these things, it must be clear. Okay. Now, uh, the next thing that we are going to see is HTML. The main topic, the main concept of HTML we will be seeing now. Now let us learn the basic concepts of HTML. First we will see what is the purpose, what is the usage of HTML. Okay, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Full form of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language, which is used for organizing, formatting, and linking pages of text, graphics, and other information. Okay, HTML language, it is a web designing language, is used for organizing web pages, editing web pages, linking web pages to each other, okay, and so on. Fine. Hypertext means text stored in electronic form which has crosslinks between pages. Okay, hypertext means text stored in electronic form. HTML has made the process of accessing the information through the internet very simple and fast. With the help of HTML, we can go to any of the web page, we can search for any of the information we want. So HTML has made our task very simple and fast. With the help of HTML, we can access any information through the internet, and HTML has made our work very simple and fast. Okay, so moving on. Generally, two basic tools are needed to deal with the HTML document. There are two editors, HTML editor and web browser. Okay, these are the two basic tools which are needed to deal with the HTML document. HTML editor, inside the HTML editor, we write our HTML code, and with the help of web browser, we run that code. Okay, so basic tools that we need for HTML document are HTML editor and web browser. Okay, so let us learn more about HTML editor first, then we will move towards web browser. Okay. There are two main types of editors for HTML. One is WYSIWYG editors and second is text editors. Okay, we can use these two editors for the HTML web pages, fine. But there are certain differences between WYSIWYG editor and text editors. Okay, let us see this one by one. First we will see WYSIWYG editors and next text editors. Okay. Now, first is WYSIWYG editor. The full form of WYSIWYG is the abbreviated for what you see is what you get. Okay, full form of WYSIWYG is what you see is what you get. These editors provide us to create the web pages without much knowledge about HTML tags or commands. Even if you have zero knowledge about HTML tags or commands, you can use this WYSIWYG editors to create the web pages. Okay, these editors of HTML facilitate you to create the web pages or HTML pages without much knowledge about HTML tags or commands. These editors provide a graphical interface. Okay, it provides a total user-friendly environment. Fine. WYSIWYG HTML editors are useful to us because websites can be created quickly and no prior knowledge of HTML tags or commands is required. Within a few minutes, websites can be created and there is no need of any prior knowledge. There is no need that you should know the HTML tags or commands. Fine. These are the advantages of WYSIWYG editors. Okay. It provides a total graphical interface for the user, total user-friendly environment, so that user can create the websites very quickly and within minutes. And also, if user don't have the knowledge of HTML tags or commands, it doesn't matter. Okay, with the help of WYSIWYG editors, we can create the websites very quickly. Okay. So next we will see about text editors. Now second type of editor that we will see is text editors. To use the text editors, you must know some HTML tags. It is very important to know the HTML tags before using the text editors. We can customize them so that they can help us to speed up our coding process. There are many text editors available such as Notepad, WordPad or other any text editors. they can also be used to create the HTML documents. In text editors, it is very important to know the HTML tags, commands, okay? But in WYSIWYG editors, there is no need of any prior knowledge of HTML tags or commands. Fine? Obviously, WYSIWYG editors, with the help of WYSIWYG editors, we can create the websites very quickly, and we can also create websites quickly using text editors only if we have prior knowledge of HTML tags and commands. Fine. So these are the two types of editors. First is WYSIWYG editors and text editors. Both are used to create the web pages using HTML tags. Fine. Now next, so far we have learned about basic information about HTML. We have seen what is a website, we have seen what is HTML, and we have seen what are the two types of HTML editors. Okay, now in next class we will learn basic HTML coding. Okay, we will learn few of the basic HTML tags, and then we will learn how to few of the rules of HTML coding we will learn, and we will see how to run that HTML code in the web browser. Fine. Uh, so in today's class, as far we have learned, I am attaching one worksheet with this video. You have to solve that worksheet and send it on my email. Thank you so much.